Is your baby registry missing this life-saving item? Stick around because there's one product on this baby registry that could be essential in saving your baby's life. It may be something you want to have in your home. All right, and we're about to dive into this baby registry. If you're new here, my name is Amanda. I go through baby registries that I find on Amazon, give you the pros, the cons, items to get, items to skip. Okay, so let's jump into this one today. I do want to say this one had a little intro on it, and it basically said they're living in a small space. So they're going to get a lot of small, collapsible, multi-purpose items. Okay, we are going to start off with a pack and play. And I did already skim through this baby registry, and they did not have a crib or bassinet, I do not believe, on here. So I think they may be actually using this, and that's perfectly okay. Now, if I were going to use it long term, I would consider getting a thicker crib mattress to put in it. Just a word of advice if any of you are thinking of using a pack and play as your baby's crib. Next, we got a swing. Now, I'm typically not a fan of swings, but if you want something to put baby in, this looks very small, minimal, and not overly expensive as far as price. I like the wraps. I definitely used mine. I wish I would have used them more, but I think at first I was intimidated. Get the hang of it, learn how to use them, and that will make it much better for you. Okay, next we have like a little outfit set. It's a combo of like short sleeve pants, a sleeper, or like a gown, some hats, little mittens, little socks. Now my thing with this one is it's convenient because everything matches, but then I in my head feel like I have to store it together and it kind of like throws me off. So I'm not necessarily a fan of sets like this, but I get it if that's what you like. Okay, a set of hats. Now this one here came with 3 hats. Other little swaddles and outfits sometimes come with hats. I would not buy these additional hats. At max, I would get one of these. If these are more newborn and you want one that's like a little older, one. You don't need that many hats. Now we have a 5-piece of 3 to 6 month long sleeve. So thinking ahead a little bit, love that. Oh, and if you couldn't tell, this is a baby registry for a baby boy. These are pretty neutral over here, but it did say boy up in the description. Okay, some black basics, some white basics. These are 3 to 6 month. These are 0 to 3. We got white long sleeve, black short sleeve. Don't get too many of these unless you know that you're going to use them, because if you're layering, okay. But if you're not, say your baby's just wearing this, well, what do you need this for? You know? Hopefully that makes sense a little bit. Now we have a swaddle that comes with a hat. These swaddles, you might use them daily, or it might just be something for pictures. I'm not real sure, but they're typically stretchy. We got a second one here. Again, comes with a hat. Okay, you don't need that additional hat set. Okay, now we got some short sleeve, thinking ahead, 6 to 9 month. These are just cutesy little pizza, taco, kind of fun. And then we have a set here, which another one of those like matching kind of sets. What's throwing me off, it looks super newborn. The hats, it has mittens, little baby socks. But then if you look, the size is 9 to 12 months. This is screaming newborn to me. This is not screaming 1-year-old. So I would definitely make this a newborn or 3-month type set. Okay, now we got a 4-pack of pants. Those are 0 to 3 months, so that's when they're little. Then we've got some short sleeves that are 6 to 9 months. They're getting a good variety on sizes. 6 to 9 month basic black, 12 month basic white, 6 to 9 month basic white. I just don't feel like you need this many whites or blacks. Like, are you truly layering your baby every day? Okay, for me, I would use these if I was like putting like a sweater on a little boy. I would put this under. But this seems like a lot, is my opinion. Okay, so unless you know exactly how you plan to use them, don't get this many. Okay, went with a collapsible bathtub. Again, they said they were limited on space, so that's probably why they went with it. Diapers, they have size 1, and then they have wipes. I do not believe they have any other diapers on this registry, and maybe they don't want a ton of diapers in advance because they don't have anywhere to store them. Obviously, diapers are always welcome though, but realistically, you gotta have room for them. Okay, now we got a 5-pack of burp cloths. I love these in the sense that they're so neutral. I don't always love that style. I used receiving blankets more often than just actual burp cloths like that, but the colors are beautiful. They wouldn't ruin, mom's outfit, because honestly, who's wearing it? Sometimes it's like mom is wearing it or dad, whoever's burping the baby. Love that. I would have got 2 packs of those though, instead of getting more that are a different style. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Bottle warmer. I was a breastfeeding mama, so I can't talk too much here, but I would ask, can you live without a bottle warmer? That would be something to not have stored on your countertop. Extra nipples for bottles. Nipples have different flows and speeds, so that can be a good thing. Bottles, 2, 4, 6. 6 bottles. That's actually, I feel like, a good number. I breastfed, so I can't say it personally, but I've done a lot of, I've done a lot of babysitting and this and that, and having too many bottles can get messy. I just realized 2 out of 3 purchased. So they have 12 bottles and they're wanting 18. Okay, I'm not saying you would make it all the way through with 6 bottles. They do get broken or cracked sometimes. That does happen. But here's the thing. It's like the more bottles you have, the more dishes that are going to pile up in the sink. Okay, you only need so many bottles dirty at a time. You only need so many bottles packed in the diaper bag, in the fridge. The more you get, the more dishes you're going to have that build up. Okay, versus keeping a few bottles and keeping up on the dishes. Okay, love these bibs, these silicone bibs. Don't understand why we have 12. These bibs, the whole point is like they're silicone. They're like wash outable. I throw mine in my sink, wash it with my dishes, and I actually hang it on my bottle brush to dry. And I would recommend getting like 3, maybe 4 at absolute max. 1 for home, 1 for diaper bag. Maybe a second one for at home. So one's in the dishwasher, one's usable. And then if you wanted an extra one for say like grandma's house or I don't know, some other situation, daycare maybe, I would get 4 at the absolute max, but I think you can live with 2 or 3. Okay, so here's more burp cloths. Now, my problem is these burp cloths are not going to match those other burp cloths. Every brand, it's a slightly different size. And then when you do the laundry, you fold it, you make piles and the piles don't match. And I'm like, oh, drives me crazy. So I would get one type and get more of them. Hang on a sec. This says 2-in-1. Let's click on this. Are these bibs and burp cloths? Okay, so apparently there's snaps on it and you can make it into like a scarf bib. That does not look very comfortable. Like it's kind of restricting their shoulders. I wouldn't go for that personally. Okay, a humidifier. I see these on baby registries all the time. We didn't need one. We don't have one. Maybe based on your home or your climate, you need one, but don't just get one because you think you need one for babies. You don't have to have one. Nose Frida, you don't have to have one of those either. We may do without. Okay, your baby might not get that sick. They might not be that congested. Not everybody is sick and unhealthy in a hot mess express. Wait for your baby to maybe show signs of needing it and then run out and grab one. Any kind of medication you get for baby is going to come with a syringe and it'll be new, clean in the package. Okay, so you definitely don't need that. All right, the pacifier with the animal, I feel like they can weigh down on baby's mouth and cause even more damage than regular pacifiers cause. I'm pro-passy, we use them, but I don't feel comfortable using that style. I just feel like it could cause more damage. Okay, a grooming kit. This one has 36 pieces for under $10. And here's my thing, I'm not a fan of grooming kits. I think there's a lot of parts and pieces that are either very cheaply made, meaning like they're just not gonna hold up, not good quality, or like the thermometer, you're not gonna trust it maybe. Baby sound machine and nightlight. So we have the Hatch, I can link that in the description. It's what we use and what we're familiar with. It is more expensive than this, so I'd have to deeper dive into the features. But basically for us, it is a light as far as like the colors. Red means night-night for us, green means wake up, and then we have different sounds that go with it. It's scheduled, we have an app for it. It's amazing. It's one of our favorite baby tools for sure. Not sure if this one's capable of all that. This one is more affordable though, so if it is, that might be a better option for you. This is the Halo Sleep Sack. Not a bad price. Honestly, sleep items can be very expensive. So whatever you do get, go gender neutral like this because you're going to want to use it for all your kids. Now we got a travel sound machine, like white noise, whatever. I feel like I've seen some that are a bit more affordable than $25. In fact, we used an old cell phone. We kept the charger with it, the cell phone. We had an app on it that was free, and we used that as our sound machine on the go. We did it for free. Okay, it looks like we're going for a bit of a fox theme. So we have some swaddle blankets, a little 3-pack there. We got a little lovey type item, whatever you want to call that. And then we got a blanket. Nothing wrong with any of these items. Okay, now we're getting a little excessive. So another blanket, and then this is your milestone chart. Nothing wrong with that if you want to document that in that form. Okay, I believe this here is the actual nursing pillow. And then over here, I believe we got 2 additional covers. I think that's what we're working with. I breastfed without a nursing pillow, but you know, to each their own. Now I will say, if you are planning to breastfeed, why are you getting so many bottles? Now, don't get me wrong, I know you can pump, I know you can supplement with formula, but when you are doing one thing, don't buy all the accessories. Like if you're buying things for bottle feeding, for pumping, for formula, for this, for that, it can get to a lot. So try to be a little more minimal. And I actually may do without a nursing pillow. Consider it. You don't have to have everything. You truly, truly don't. Next in the middle here, we have some milk storage bags. Now, if you are going to pump, you are going to want those. Breast therapy packs. These purple packs, they can be hot or cold. I did not have any. I lived without them and may do. This is a Honey Joy stroller. I'm not seeing an infant car seat with it. So it looks like your car seat cannot click in based on what I'm seeing. So you can do the bassinet vibe like this, like that lady pictured there, or more like the sit up vibe. I would imagine the stroller probably comes with the standard seat here, and then the bassinet is probably an additional cost. That would be my assumption for this $130, but you can look deeper into that if you're interested in that product. All products are going to be linked, of course, in the description for you. It's a beautiful stroller though. I will give it that. We went the jogger route. If you want to see that or are interested in learning more about that, it is linked in the description as well. Okay, now we got a car seat. This one is one of those that rotates to put baby in a little more easy. $256, that's expensive, but car seats in general are expensive. So it's just up to you how much you want to invest. It looks like they're skipping the infant one that, can come out of the base. So this is going to last potentially until their child is out of a car seat. All right, next we got a stroller organizer. If you get a stroller like that does not come with any organizational system, you are gonna want this. I know it's $30, but for me, that's a well-spent $30 over some other products. Okay, this goes in the car seat. It's like an extra little newborn support. I feel like these get a bad rap as far as safety, and like car seat companies don't necessarily approve of them. So again, that's gonna be your own judgment on that. I wouldn't spend the money myself, personally. Okay, next we have a rain cover for the stroller and then a mosquito cover for the stroller and car seat. If you're just a typical person living in the suburbs and you just go on walks randomly and you're like, oh, bugs might come out, you're not gonna have a mosquito net with you and it's just not gonna happen. Or, oh, it might rain when we're on a walk. You're not gonna have the rain cover with you every time. It's just not gonna happen. Now, if you live in a city and you don't drive your car and you truly walk to stores and walk places and you are gonna be out during rainy days, sure, get the rain cover. But if you're getting these as just in case, I doubt you use them more than twice. All right, the stroller fan. I like the stroller fan. They're not expensive and it's something you can use literally forever. You could attach it to a wagon one day or a beach chair when they're teenagers. It's not an item that screams baby and it can live on. Window shades for the car, that is up to you. And if you feel like they're necessary, if you are doing long car rides where baby's in the sun and maybe your windows aren't super tinted. And we are getting into toys and books. These are just some of those like touchy, crinkly type books. Personally, on things like this, I'm open to hand-me-downs from cousins or friends, if possible, just because, we don't need more of these in the world. Couple little teether toys. This one plays music. I would not get this star thing. That looks kind of pointless in my opinion. Okay, these are little like rattles that you can attach to arms and legs and when they're kind of like not mobile yet. I tend to not say get a lot of toys, but then it's like, well, what is your baby playing with? I would let them just play with a spoon out of the kitchen drawer, Try to find things that are just baby safe that are like in your home already. But that's just me. And I just tend to be very, very thrifty. Okay, some more teething rings. Again, up to you. Not a bad price. Like, it's just up to you how much you want to spend on toys. Diaper bag. We got an army green one. I love green. I love that. Good price and looks like a nice diaper bag. Actually, it looks might be the same one we have or very, very similar to ours. Next, we have some pack and play waterproof like mattress cover things. If they are using that pack and play, having these is not a bad idea. I'm like, okay, are these 2 sheets or is it 4 mattress protectors? I wouldn't say typically you need 4. I feel like normally like 2 would do it as long as you're putting a sheet over it. This is a like seat hip carrier and it looks like it comes with buckles as well to sort of attach them even more. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen this part of it. I've definitely seen these, like different brands like Tush Baby or something like that. They look nifty. I would just say make sure you use it. Keep it in your car or by your door. So when you're leaving the house, you take it with you. You want to get use out of your items. Okay, it's $50. Maximize it. Behind the door organizer. So this is great in a small space. You can put clothing in it. You can put toiletries. Even toys could go on the bottom too. Whatever you want to do. Great option. Then we have this changing pad. Now this is interesting to me. I don't think I would get this. I feel like a lot of diaper bags do come with a changing pad and I would just make do with that. I'm just not exactly sure when, where, and how I would use this versus just using the diaper bag. Okay, if we are working with a tight space, this looks like a very tall and very slender dresser. I don't know. It looks like the drawers are like felt. I wonder if they go in and out nicely. That would be my concern there. Hopefully they do. I would say this looks very lightweight. Okay, there's with a model there. Interesting. I would be very careful with this in a child's room in the sense that I feel like it could easily tip. So this is something where you would maybe want to anchor it to the wall. A hamper. I love a hamper. I probably would have got a more mature hamper. I probably wouldn't have done the foxes. I would have just done like a wicker basket or something that could literally get them through to college. Bottle brush. I would not get this big of a set. I would just get this one here and make do with that. Sometimes it comes with 2 brushes, like one's kind of on the inside. But if you're tight on space, you don't need all that. I like this kind of sock because if they lose 1 or 2 socks, you still have a ton of the same color. Instead of matching them when you do laundry, it's like white pile, gray pile, black pile. That's just easier. It's more simple. 4 little baby spoons. It looks like they're kind of funky, like almost like the food can stay on it better because it's got grippies. I don't know. Cool. We'll just say cool there. All right, little outfit here, cute. Little outfit here, cute. I feel like the onesie one will stay on better and look nicer. This one I would probably do an undershirt, like do a onesie underneath, because things just ride up and then their belly's hanging out. But I will also say this one is 18 to 12 months, whereas this one is 6 to 12 months. Good on splitting it up. When you get really cute outfits like this, wear them all the time. Wear them out because they grow up so fast. It's better to have like cute outfits in each age bracket than have like 5 cute outfits that are all 3 months. You know what I mean? Like spread it out, wear it a lot, wear it out, get the use out of it. And then the one thing I would say I dislike is the hood. I would rather do a crew neck because the hood just gets in the way when you're putting them in the car seat, taking them out. It's just not my favorite. And at 6 to 12 months, they might be laying on the floor and that hood is just going to be like under their neck. So I would not get hooded items for the most part until they're older into toddlerhood. Okay, next we have a coat. 6 to 12 months, I don't know that I would do that puffy of a coat, realistically. I would try to find a coat secondhand. They don't wear them as often as you think because I know for me, a lot of times if I'm doing a quick run into a store, we don't put a coat on. I might throw it in the car, but they're not supposed to wear a coat in the car seat and it's so quick to just get in and out of the store. We're honestly in the cold longer if I take the time to put the coat on them. So just me, I'm not a big fan of like coats a ton. Now, if you're doing stroller rides or you do stuff like that where you're walking more, then a coat is more appropriate. And honestly, it's not a bad price, but I like getting coats secondhand when I can. This is a 6-pack of pacifier clips. They didn't have a lot of pacifiers up above. We had that one with the animal, which wouldn't need a clip. So they may need to add some pacifiers on this list. And finally, we are to this product. So this is the product I was talking about. It is a choking rescue device. So I have seen one. It was a different brand before, but I saw a YouTube video and it was this family. They went out to breakfast at like a pancake house. It was mom, dad, 2 little girls, and then they had a baby boy. And baby boy choked on some pancake. It got stuck. They freaked out and everybody was freaking out. And this guy, who I believe was a father, walked out to his car like swiftly, but he walked and was under control, calm and cool, collected, went out to his car. He had one of these devices, brought it in, used it on the baby, and potentially like that might have been the reason that baby survived because the baby was already turning blue according to the mom. And there's only so much time, you know? I mean, oxygen to the brain, we're talking like permanent injury, if not death. And so this man saved this baby and it made the news and it was this amazing story and YouTube video. And so it was called LifeVac. That one was. This is a different brand. Basically what it is you stick it over baby's mouth and you pull outwards and it like sucks the air. And with that, it can suck whatever the obstruction is that's in their throat. So very cool. I imagine it could be used on adults as well. But a lot of people, market them and advertise them for children, especially when you're introducing food. So I'm going to take a quick look on it a little bit more to show you. So the brand on this one looks like Eric's Med, maybe? So it's pushed in and you pull out. When compressing the unit, air is expelled into the exhaust. Okay, so here's a quick look. So you put it on their face and it's like compressed. Get that tightness on their face and then you pull up and it's like, that's the idea. So up to you, up to your budget, if you feel like this is something you want to put on your baby registry. I will be honest, I'm not trying to push you on something. We don't own this item. I just saw this on this baby registry. I've seen that YouTube video and I thought, ooh, this is a really cool item. We really should consider investing in it and having it either in our home or in our vehicle or one of each. But yeah, could be a life-saving product. So up to you, up to your budget and up to your personal choices as a parent. Thanks so much for watching, and there will be a video coming up right now on the screen. It will also be linked in the description if you are interested in checking out another baby registry review.